Hello, everyone.
Oh,
Hello.
yeah.
I'm in front of the screen for the next 15-20 minutes, and then after that, I'll be on the call, but I won't be in front of the screen.
Okay. Okay. I don't know what kind of attendance we're going to get today, but in light of Helio, your time, let's talk about a couple of things real quick. Um, so let's see. I just did a couple of things in the document since I guess we last talked, and I know Jeff released his new document. Um, Given we're for 1.2 here, where I guess I'll be presenting tomorrow on this in front of the Friday call, and I started some slides on that. I went through the document and cleaned up any of our last comments and to-dos. There were a couple of lingering things real quick. So I went through and replaced all the ODSA mentions with OCE. Um, I I hope that's right. Um, I'll talk about it tomorrow too. So hopefully, just making sure that that's. I don't know if
Yeah,
that
I
really.
think that's our new group name. Yeah, would be good to check tomorrow. Yeah.
Um, on okay, yeah, and then other thing is we made the version number 1.2, and then I realized we don't actually have like a 1.1. It was just 1.2, I think, because we were calling it 2.0. Um, do we still want to call it 1.2, or should we be calling this 1.1?
That's a good point. And I think it because we were calling it A revision A 2.0,
Yeah.
1.2 is seems more aligned just because of naming. And maybe we could have an excuse that, well, it's enough change to be to 20%.
So, yeah, I guess it's a symbol that it's more than just fixes, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I don't, I mean, it's really just semantics, so, and I eventually think we'll probably rev up to 2.0 before we run out of numbers here. So, okay, anyway, just throwing it out there. Other thing I found, I went and put the other authors in here, Rom and Paul. If anybody feels like they're missing from this, like I tried to, anybody that like contributed, more than just a word of text, I tried to put in the author section. Like, so if they contributed a paragraph or a diagram or a chunk of the spec, or, in Bobby and Rom's case, large swaths, I added them. It's again, David did the majority of the first one, but he didn't, aside from corrections, he didn't really do anything on this one, so I didn't include him in the second listing. If anybody else feels like they needed to be added, let me know. I don't know if we want to keep doing it like that though, because I know some other documents, they'll have like an appendix of all the contributors and listings. And I know we do that at the OCP level because we have to track for the IP sharing agreement and things like that. But I don't know if it's up to up to us, I guess, whether we include more names here. I don't think BOW. Actually, let me double check that because I had it up a minute ago. I don't think they really have like an author section or anything. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
So
And
I
I
got from
think,
an OCP,
yeah.
this is my only reference other than OCP, so I don't know if it's really an OCP thing. But when I worked when I worked with other standards body, especially in the software space, it's always everybody and their dog gets listed. So I don't know if that's we want to add additional text around there or not.
I think that's fine.
Okay. Let's see. The other thing, did I? Yeah, I made a thing there. Okay. This is again something I'll have to ask probably tomorrow, but right now is the bow spec is pointing at the GitHub, and there is was an action item earlier that we need to provide links to our um, our profiles and variants, things like that. And I went and checked on the wiki to see what had been done there since our discussion, and thing nothing really seems like it just changed. Like there's no bow link from the bow wiki, or anything like that. You have to like go to the the contribution section, and even if you click on this, right, it still says draft, right? It's not. I don't even know if this is the right bow spec I should be referencing. So like this is the newest one, and you click on this, it comes up with the draft version too. Like, is this released? Like what is the deal here? So I don't know if I should be putting this link right here um, into our spec here, or whether I should be doing something else. I'm gonna add that actually right now real quick though, because I think using this, then the GitHub is pretty much deprecated either way. Oops. What's the problem? Yeah, this is 1.9D. So it's even from a draft perspective, it's behind the 2.0.
Or maybe that's a new naming.
Oops.
So it's maybe they are aligning with the new. Is there a 2.0?
That's what I was showing you. So if you go to the contributions, there's a 2.0 spec.
And where is 1.9?
And it still says drafts, which again, maybe is just a confusing naming, but it was released in 2023.
Yeah, maybe. I feel we need to have a section of opens, a slide with opens for tomorrow conversation. And
I can put these in there.
yeah.
Anyway, so that was that. And I think those small things are the only things we have left. This is another one. Do we need to put a link to our Google Drive in the document? I just need to close these. I went ahead and deleted all of the fix me's except for did I delete those? I don't remember. Hold on, I'll just search, sorry. Oh, we're gonna delete that was removed. Oh, these were the state diagrams. I don't think we're getting those done, so I'm just going to delete the state diagram references too, I think. Yeah, both right. Those are the only fix me's I think left. Wait, what's the other one? Oh, yeah, okay, that's an actual fix me. Again, so I'll delete that. I think that's the only thing that was really from a content perspective left. Should we just resolve this one, Julia? This is something you added. Do we need to provide a like chapter reference to where this is in the BAL spec? Julia, you're on mute if you're trucking.
I'm trying to remind myself what it is. Go TXN of the link.
This is for calibration, and I assume you just meant to like link the calibration section or something.
Oh, do we have any cross-reference in the doc? Okay, so we already referenced the BAL. So yeah, please resolve it.
Okay. And that's it. So it's just a couple of things. I'll make some notes in my my slides as the couple of things we need to do. You know what? And I'm just going to delete this real quick because again, seems like what we should be doing. Is that oh.
But those might be good housekeeping for the OCE that cleaning up things. Yeah,
absolutely. So all these ones I still have comments on, I'll distill down. And including the version number. Was there anything else? That's it. Okay, so that's it on the doc. I started making slides. I don't know if it's worth sharing them. There's a couple of them right now. Well, here, why not? Like I said, just a couple right now. Just talking about intros and the diagram and stuff. My plan is to add a couple of slides in the sideband protocol talking about the packet format. I'm still trying to format something in Excel that looks like I can get into a slide that makes sense. And then on the link control protocol, I'll just break it down in the different I mean, the PMR is pretty easy to understand. And so it's really just about the types of commands that you can send. So I'll write up like a list of the summary of the different subsections we have in the spec for different link control protocol commands that we support. And then like you said, Helia, I'll do like an open issues thing. But again, it's the only open issues again are those just 2 or 3 things I just mentioned. Really about links and names and things like that.
Yep, agreed.
Oh, hey Rom, I see you joined. FYI, I put you in the authors section. So if you disagree with that, let me know.
Awesome, thank you.
And kind of an announcement, Brian will present this slide that he was showing tomorrow in the OCE session for review.
So Helia, this is the same link as the main meeting that happens at Friday 8 a.m. correct? On the main page, the call
That's
link
right.
for that.
Yeah,
Okay, thank
the
you.
business call.
The business call, yes, thank you.
Oh, the other open was OCE. Let me make sure. Oh no, I have that noted, so I'll make sure to put that on the slide too. Yeah, so again, I replaced ODSA with OCE, and I assume that's the right thing to do, even though the original document was ODSA everywhere.
Brian, that looks great. Thank you. Thanks for making slide and leading the presentation and
Yeah, no problem.
representing all of us. I also try to call in and listen. I think I'm gonna disappear now, or I can stay on the call.
Okay. Well, the only I think we're out of topics mostly for 1.2. I think after I present, assuming we don't get like a lot of feedback on the 1.2, the next discussion will be the 1.3 stuff. And did Jeff present that to you guys already?
He has not, but I know he's at least one step ahead of us. And he has presented in the OCE.
Yeah.
I think I forwarded
I reviewed the document. The proposal is very simple, right?
Very simple,
I mean, it's
yes.
basically like 2 pages of content, bookended
Yep.
by, 20 of fluff. So it's from a technical perspective, as us integrating this into our existing document, it should be pretty fast. Assuming we're just taking it, wholesale. I mean, there's definitely probably some discussions there. We might want to have David come on and describe some of his rationales, but it's not complicated. If we want to make it complicated, if we want to support other flit formats, it can get complicated. And as I've already presented on in this meeting, like if we want to do like the flit aware stuff, the 256 byte low latency flit packets and things like that, then there's probably more discussions to be had. But in terms of streaming protocol, it seems pretty straightforward.
From the technical perspective, that sounds good. From the process perspective, maybe that's another thing that maybe we receive some feedback, or maybe there will be some conversation that kind of catching up with 1.3, and the 1.3 will be technically based on the 1.2 and not the 1.0.
Correct. Well,
so,
again, we're not,
yeah.
I mean, as one of our imperatives when making 1.2, we didn't really break anything in 1.0.
Exactly.
So it doesn't really matter either way. And like all of the big changes in 1.2 are to the sideband, which you would be ignoring anyway if you're doing, well, I don't know. That's an open discussion. I think you just use all of, I think you just use UCIE's link control. I'm wondering if there's anything from the link control protocol level that would apply at all.
Well, I think we don't want to release, this is my opinion, but I'm okay to be pushed back. We don't want to release 1.3 and say we jumped a release. So just
What do you mean by jump to release?
so 1.3 is based on 1.0.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, you say it's based on 1.2. That's fine. I'm just saying from a technical perspective, I don't think it matters either way.
Yes, I agree. Yeah. Okay. I'll just drop and see you
Okay.
tomorrow.
Well, yeah. All right. See you later here. And I think for everybody else here, I unless anybody, do you guys have any other topics you'd like to hit on? I think we've, before we move on to the 1.3 stuff, with Jeff, I think we're dry on 1.2. Does anybody have anything they'd like to bring up? Okay. Well, I think we're done. So I think we'll start next time with more 1. We'll solve. I'll email out. Hopefully Jeff can or Jeff or David can present their 1.3 stuff. Again, not too complicated, but I don't want to mingle words on a spec I'm just reading. So we'll see if they can come on and give a more detailed discussion about why they chose the byte orders they did and stuff like that for 1.3. All right. Thanks, guys. I think we'll just end it early then. Bye.
Thank you.